Hey y'all, welcome back to another fun edition of Hopped Up Beer Review. Why is it fun? Because we are drinking our way through the 2024 Costco Beer Garden Collection. And we're on beer number 10, which is the Perfekte Zeit Wheat Pale Ale from the Privatbrauerei Eichbaum out of Mannheim, Germany. Thank you for joining us.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our professional, somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. We're back to do that once again, and we're having all kinds of fun. I've got Jay, I've got Andy in the attic, I'm Ben. What are we drinking from the Beer Garden Collection today?
Perfekte Zeit, the Wheat Pale Ale from the Privatbrauerei Eichbaum.
All right. Another great can from this brewery. Can art is amazing. So, what was the other can, though? I remember it being red.
It was a red ale. It was Perfekte Zeit, but the red ale.
Yeah, but what was the can art itself?
Oh, it was like another scenic landscape of the
With
ocean, I
birds.
believe. It was like the sun setting over the ocean.
That's right.
Seemed like it had a lighthouse in it or something.
I think you're right.
You might find lighthouses on bodies of water. I might be wrong about that, but
Yeah,
There's a body of water. There's no lighthouse. So,
there's a nice goal in that though.
there's nothing nice about goals.
Cheers, mates.
There's
cheers, mates. Eddie, did you have a goal do you wrong?
When has a goal done you right?
Touche.
Annoying little creatures.
Were you attacked at the beach, Andy? Did you try and feed them a cracker and they came down on your head?
I used to throw up, like when you'd find a cigarette butt in the sand at the beach, I'd throw one up to see them catch it, and they'd be like, "Tuh," and they'd curse me in their goal language.
Wow.
And then I'm sure they poop on that nice toupee.
I never got sharted on, but my brother did. It was awesome.
All right,
Yeah.
you want to tell us about this beer?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, of course I want to tell you. That's my whole job, my whole reason for being on Hopped Up Beer Review. So the Perfekte Zeit Wheat Pale Ale is a wheat beer, 5.1%. They say it's slightly hazy. I'd say it's more than slightly hazy. It is hazy. Creamy texture.
Yeah, what's the
I do agree.
SR? What is it? SHM on this?
SRM.
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 Yeah, they don't give that. Has subtle citrus, fruit, and malt taste to it. The Privatbrauerei Eichbaum, we've done one already, which was the Perfekte Zeit Red Ale. It's a macro, technically, founded in 1679.
It's a cooler season.
When you live in the attic, you have to accept the sounds of the attic.
I wonder if there's some technical difficulty on where your audio is going through.
We'll check
Y'all are
on
just
that.
gonna have to get used to this. I mean, this is me. You want me? You have to accept my attic noises.
Winter is just beginning.
Yeah. Shall I talk like this into the mic?
Mm.
Let's not creep out. Anyway, Privatbrauerei Eichbaum started in 1679 in Mannheim, Germany, by a Belgian man, if you recall. And it started as a small brew pub, and it was named after the name Eichbaum is the Germanized version of the Belgian man's family name.
All
Done.
right.
Drinking.
Thanks for sharing your attic noises with us. We definitely appreciate that.
Hey, you want Andy in the attic? You got to accept him for all his noises.
Can those who attend attic tours are they subject to random
The
noises
noises
as
are
well?
part of the tour.
Okay. Get the full experience.
Sights. I mean, you want all of your senses to be just tickled.
That's a scary
Sights, the
thought.
sounds.
I don't know how we want to take that. I mean, is this
Yeah.
like a haunted house up there? Come on.
When you close your eyes, you'll feel the touches.
Yeah. So just a reminder, attic tours, we do have gift cards that are available.
For this gift card addict tour.
Go ahead and get your gift card, stocking stuffer.
If you're in a dirty Santa and you
Yeah.
hate the person you're giving a gift to, give
Yes,
them addict tour gift card.
we will sell you a gift card for attic tours that may or may not exist. All right. Jay, what do you think about this one?
Jay's had it. He logged it.
Sure he did.
Yeah. The can art is nice. I've moved further and further away from a lot of the wheats over time. I don't know some of the true wheat beers. This one I'm not necessarily in love with. It's got the sweetness to it. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I really think this is about a 6.5 for me. It's not one of the greatest ones we've had out of the box. I actually prefer the red ale to this one. I can't quite pinpoint it, but I was trying to analyze it a little more and just can't quite get there.
Yeah, I'll jump in and go next. For me, this one it's kind of a no frills wheat. It's I would say there's nothing necessarily special about it from a wheat standpoint. You do get a little bit of the sweet on the back end. It's just a lingering taste to me too. It's I won't say it's bad, but it's just I don't know. It brings it down a little bit for me.
It's almost a little bitter on the back end.
Yeah, it just sticks with you a little longer than it probably should. For a wheat. This is one of those I could take or leave. I think. So I'll say I've had it. I don't necessarily have to have it again. If I was outside on a hot day, or in an attic on a hot day when the heater's kicked on, then this would be one I would be good to quench a thirst with. But short of that, this one's just okay to me. There's nothing, like I said, there's nothing special about it. It's not bad, but there's nothing that just gets me excited about it. I'm going to give it a 7. So that's where I come out. Attic noise, Andy. What do you say?
We'll say this. I'm now that I take a look at the can, I might be a contrarian, but those look like swallows to me versus gulls. See the split tail?
No, you're right, Andy. I did not look that
Perhaps.
closely.
And this looks more like a Greek
That's what I was gonna say. It's more
versus
Greek
a German.
or Mediterranean for sure.
Yep.
Anywho, but perfect time. Gets you away from the doldrums of German winter, perhaps.
Well, you got to figure a lot of the Germans, they probably vacation down in the Mediterranean.
Their description of the beer, I would say, is accurate. Slightly hazy, but I think it's more hazy than slightly. Creamy. It's got a little creamy texture to it. When it says subtle citrus, I can detect a little bit of it and the malt. You can get a little malt to it, just a bit. But I think to me, what drops it down from all the other German wheats and just in general the German beer we've had, it tastes flat. Like nothing to set it apart. No bold. I couldn't say it's balanced because a good balanced beer has a better flavor that's a little more memorable. But this it just tastes a little flat.
So would
And
you put it in close to a macro category?
technically it's a macro brewery, but it's better than our macros.
Right.
I do like the complexity of it when you get the haze and a little bit of the citrus in the malt and the creaminess. I would have it again if somebody were to give it to me, like you said, Ben, but I wouldn't probably seek it out again. I'd have it again, but it's a 6.0. I would have it, don't have to have it.
How does this compare? Because we did this recently. Blue Moon. Is this
You
kind
know,
of like a Blue Moon to me?
it's kind of like a blue moon. It just doesn't have
It's
that coriander
yeah.
Right.
to it.
Blue
But
Moon's
the
got a
blue
little
moon's a
more
wheat.
flavor to it.
It's got a little
But
more
it's
citrus taste to it.
yeah, and it has more of the what I would assume classify as a preservatives. I wouldn't think all of this has as many preservatives.
Yeah. So if I were to have this against a blue moon, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That was a good call, Ben. Way to intrigue me. I mean, I underestimated your ability.
Wow. Yeah. Just call them out like that, huh?
It's par for the course around here.
Overall, it's a little bit of a disappointment from the beer garden collection.
I'd say so. Yeah. So we're this is number 10 of 24, right?
Yeah.
At this point in the game, where do you guys rate the beer garden collection to the advent calendar from Kalia that we've had the last couple of years? What do you think? Better,
That's a,
worse, same?
I'm mixed because this isn't so heavy on the Hellas yet.
Yeah.
Like the beer garden collection was so many Hellas lagers, but they were good Hellas lagers. I'm saying so far. I think the advent calendar is a little better overall.
yeah. I tend to agree, but I don't want to judge that because like we're only 10 beers in.
Yeah,
In the advent calendar, the problem I had, especially the first year we did it, it was all the same because we had three. Last year, trying to coordinate that and having so many different beers, there was a variety, but they were all extremely heavy on the Helles or the what they would call their fest beers. Uh, this one to me has a lot more variety, a lot more of the higher ABVs. I mean, honestly, we didn't
hmm
see anything with the advent calendar. I think that exceeded 5 or 6%. A couple in here
yeah,
we've seen at 7 and 8%, and under the advent calendar, I think even then a lot that we would see was Hellas. You might get one or two of those variations, like we saw with Schwarzatenta, or I think there was one Rausch beer
Rosh beer,
which
yeah.
man you loved. But
Great.
out of that, that was the only real type of variety. In this one, we've gotten red ales and wheat pale ales and other different varieties. And I think the next one we're supposed to have, I believe, is a Rosh beer.
Roush beer is number 11. It's coming up
Yeah,
next.
so
Ooh,
we'll
get
see.
excited.
Yeah, I'll say for me, I think if you can take both the advent calendars that we did, since we did have some overlap in the 2 years, if you can take them both and take the kind of the cream of the crop from those 2 years, um, I so far like the advent calendar better than what we're doing here with the beer garden collection. Now, obviously, we got another 14 beers to go. So, like you said, Jay, I do like the variety that we're seeing here with this box versus the advent calendar because it is heavy on the Hellas. But being able to filter out between 2 years and picking the best, say 24, which is really unfair. But that's where I stand so far.
But our show is to introduce new beers one after the other. And with the advent calendar, there was overlap between both of those years. So
Correct.
there was a lot of duplication, albeit they're a year apart. You would expect the recipe to be very similar or the same. So a lot of the times we don't do that unless there are specific beers that, hey, they have this 2023 version versus a 2024 version.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
it's unique from that standpoint. That's one of the reasons I was excited about this box, and I think it gives us some more breweries in other areas that we haven't hit. I wish the advent calendar literally would change them out every year, but I understand they have their contracts.
Yep. No, good point. All right, we are 10 beers through the Beer Garden Collection box that we purchased from Costco, and that is going to be a 6.5 for the Perfecto Zeit Wheat Pale Ale. Definitely, I don't know, maybe a little bit of a letdown from what we've seen so far in the box compared to the other beers so far. But we got 14 to go, and we're going to drink them all. So be sure to go ahead and like, subscribe, cheers that notification bell so that you get notified when we review these beers as we run through. And we would definitely appreciate you doing that. It is free to do. And as I have said recently, we get giddy when we get new subscribers. So, hey, hit that button. We appreciate it. Check us out on all social media links down below in the description. Come say hey on our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. It is a chat room. Check out a link below for any Hopped Up Beer Review merch. Christmas time is coming up. Stocking stuffers are needed. We've got lots of cool stuff there that we've had for a bit. And then lastly, if you have any interest in any of the equipment or hardware software that we use to record the show, we got some links down below that you can check out as well if you are so interested. It's kind of quiet in the attic now, so I guess it's time to end this one, right? For Andy in the attic and Jay, I've been, hey, Attic Tour gift cards. Get you a bunch. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.